traveling on these rails. It feels like a scene in a movie. It really is strange having such a vast space underground. We're not gonna hit a train, are we? I may be slightly afraid of the dark. It's quite dark in here. Well, I suppose that's to be expected, since we're underground. It's dark. If I look at the map and notes now, it'll be bad for my eyes. That's an unsettling noise. Doesn't it sound like moaning? Is this the sound of wind? Or does it sound more like people? This engine doesn't sound so bad either. Wait. Engine? My persona's the only one that can become a vehicle, right? Combat makes for some potent stress relief. You can't study how to fight in a textbook. It's so invigorating. Looking at these shadows, it's gonna give me nightmares. I just can't get used to the shadows here. What do shadows normally eat? Does this car have airbags? This car is more comfortable than I expected. I see cars all the time, but it feels strange that we're actually driving one. I'm still not used to this outfit. I mean, I don't want to be used to it. This fits me better than I'd have thought. You know, like the weapon. Why did it have to be this suit? A balanced diet is important. Otherwise, you won't have energy when you need it. Sweets are best when you're mentally exhausted. I always end up having too much chocolate. Everyone, don't forget to stay hydrated. I feel as though I've grown to appreciate the taste of coffee. I smell coffee a lot these days. Is that coming from Joker? I started jogging to train, but lately, I've been enjoying it. Maybe I should buy a punching bag. Sometimes I get the strange urge to clean when I visit a friend's room. I know it's useless to dwell on it, but sometimes I get so suspicious of these TV reports. I've started reading manga recently. They're actually quite entertaining. It's almost the release date for the new study guides. I found an interesting magazine the other day. I ended up subscribing. Would anyone know any good vendors for professional quality brass knuckles? You handle most of the shopping, right, Joker? We really do have a unique team. It's hard not to stand out at school. It's difficult to balance school life with thief life. In hindsight, worrying over grades is so petty. Boring even. Now full speed ahead. Mona, start accelerating. I love the feeling of wind on my face. I feel like we can make it to the ends of this maze. Let's go! Mementos, palaces. The terms we use are kind of interesting. When you figure out you can do anything, you realize you have no idea what you want to do. My shoulders have been getting stiff lately. Have I been studying at night too much? The collective unconscious. I don't think second years have covered that yet. Perhaps shadows prefer this place specifically for that reason. I'm not sure there are many people who would enjoy the darkness. Did you just hear a creepy voice? Joker, let's move on. Nothing gets you down, does it? Don't lose that enthusiasm. Well, in a sense, I wish I could ask them what they're thinking. We will be in trouble if we find ourselves outnumbered. Let's move carefully, Joker. Skull, you need to take this seriously. It would be useful. Oh, sorry, Mona. I know that's not possible. Don't do that. What happens if you get a stomach ache? I'd prefer chicken. Oh, maybe with a little udon on the side. All this exercise burns through your electrolytes, I suppose. I'd like... maybe the same thing. Don't gripe. We're here on a mission, remember? That's admirable. But a student has academic obligations, too. I'm not quite in favor of having guns in real life. You say that, Skull. But you still work hard. Drive safely, though. I'm counting on you. That's your problem. If we find shadows, you're going to work whether you like it or not. Be careful, Mona. We're relying on you here. You're a big help, Mona. Thank you. Eyes that can illuminate darkness? That sounds amazing. Can you hear it, Joker? Yes. I see how I'm supposed to fight now. Let's stay focused. We're counting on you too, Joker. I agree. We should avoid battles of attrition. If you get dirty, I'll wash you off. True. You're probably the cutest of us. I don't know cars, but this much room would be great for shopping. Mona, where did you learn to drop hints like that? Was it on TV? Well, I suppose it's good that you aren't picky about your food. Oh, so that's why it's a bit dry in here. It is so bumpy. I wish I'd brought a straw for my drink. I know the feeling. I prefer sitting by the window in the morning as well. I'm interested in how human life appears from your eyes. Well, what do you think, Joker? You need to have a trained eye to judge what's worth your time. The city's so crowded on holidays. It's hard to walk around freely. We've had complaints about that in the student council suggestion box. Are those all from you? We need to earn something worth our time and effort. Let's go, Joker. Engine? What exactly is going on in there? I'll brush you plenty afterward. Just hang in there. The layout changes every time you drive in here, after all. What a bizarre place. We've seen too many impossible things. Something like this isn't enough to surprise me anymore. I don't like the gloom either. Let's talk about cheerful things. I couldn't agree more. We could never explore such a large complex on foot. It's probably the white noise. I wouldn't think of sleeping here, though. I think it's fine using it in your own way. People can find new potential in unexpected places, I suppose. It would be dangerous if this were a normal car. I'm glad it's Mona. You can drive without a license if it's on private property. Most places aren't big enough, though. Your shoulders must be stiff, but it fits you well. Perhaps these outfits reflect our true nature. I always get the urge to make some right before tests. I experiment with the spice blend. We should be fine energy-wise. Considering how much we've done, it's amazing how they can keep releasing new flavors. Coffee or tea. If you start getting into it, there's no telling how far you'll go. Escapism at its finest. I'm certainly starting to sympathize, though. Fighting in a game and in real life? That sounds a bit much. It's also important to analyze and organize the gathered intel. You could always read the book it was based on instead. Perhaps one's individuality becomes stronger when teaching others. Panther, is that your chest bouncing against my head? Acceleration is okay, but remember to drive safely. Don't touch unfamiliar components. You don't want the car to explode. There are moments of tension, but what we do is vindicating. Depth, You're supposed to decide a vanishing point before you draw, correct? Are you alright? Does anyone have something he can drink? Hey, Fox! No dropping pencil shavings on the floor. Me neither. Let's keep our guards up. You too, Joker. Why don't we end this line of thought here, Fox? I see. That's a bit less scary of an interpretation. I agree. We should use our power wisely. Your passion for your art is admirable. I feel some resentment in their shapes. I imagine some artists could find something in that. A motif. You think there's a deeper reason behind their shapes? It could be that those people have something to do with this place. Mona, perhaps? It's nice. Very low-key. Cow seems unlikely. It is comfortable, though. All right. That is enough pranks. It's still an improvement over mine. You'd stick out like that. Do you prefer French over Italian? You need to eat. If you don't, your body will pay the price later. Now that you say that, looking outside does make me... No, actually, I'm still not hungry. What? Don't tell me you ate it. I like it as well. To tell the truth, I usually have some while I'm studying for exams. Perhaps what they're actually paying for is peace of mind. Yes, broadening your horizons may help refine your painting. Oh, how generous of you. They give you a juice box afterwards, don't they? Commercials don't count as intel gathering. Try watching the news, all right? Those are literary anthologies, right? So you have some skill in writing, too? Fox's behavior all revolves around art. You're a frugal shopper, I see. Impressive. Larger specialty stores are hard to find, I suppose. I would avoid saying that to the girls at school. I'm sure they're just being considerate. You need to take your studies seriously. But, well done. If painters have trouble expressing themselves through writing, does the same hold true vice versa? Fox seems passionate for a change. Hey, what are you gonna do if he crashes? Maintaining your tools are important. How would I begin to maintain my weapon? Fox, focus on the task at hand, please. Calm down, all right? Deep breaths. Not in real life, but I suppose you couldn't get a car into the subway anyway. We're counting on you. And don't let your guard down either, Joker. I'm sorry you have to deal with it, but we're relying on you. Yes, it helps a lot. Thank you for all your work. I'd be interested if you could accurately analyze that, but... it may be hard in an actual fight. Maybe there's an answer somewhere down here. Let's go. Cute? Really? How do you see them? It is. I sometimes get the urge to just pet it. Cosplay? Is that wearing a costume of someone you can play as in a game? You are under the most mental pressure of us. Joker, do you have any candy you can spare? Curry is a wonderful standby. Is there any way to make it taste bad? Oh, Oracle's cute, isn't she? I used to hope I'd have a little sister. Oracle! What have I said about hacking government networks? Oracle, Next time, I'm taking you to see the real outdoors. That involves liquid nitrogen, doesn't it? Joker, make sure you're supervising her. The internet? Huh. That's certainly one way to look at it. It's good we're being talked about, but we do need to focus. I was hesitant to shop online, but eventually I got used to it. If you use nothing but computers, you'll forget how to write kanji. Maybe, but the information on the internet was written by someone who studied in school. Calm down, Oracle. Don't get overexcited. It looks hard to move in, but Joker seems to do it with ease. You, as a car? I'm sorry. My imagination can't keep up. This is the metaverse, but... Humans actually dug the one in real life. Even in reality, railway maps look like mazes. I'm jealous. I wish I could be a cat right now. Don't push yourself. Let's let Oracle handle the searching. With an audience of shadows? Noir, I'd appreciate it if you held off on the homicidal remarks until after you put your weapon down. They have character? I suppose I can't disagree with that. The ones here feel different from those in the palace, too. How strange. If I were to buy a car, it would be one like this. I don't need this kind of individuality. It is, isn't it? I wish I could have an animal mask. That's a chant? Noir, tell me who taught you that. Sour tastes help relieve tiredness. Plum soda does sound good. It does smell a bit like a cafe. I wouldn't mind living in one. You maintain it daily? Very admirable, Noir. You know quite a bit about botany, Noir. How about trying roses? It just shows how much attention we're getting. What kind of things are written in gardening magazines? You carried 30 kilograms of dirt to school on your own? There's a satisfaction in having exact change. And it keeps my wallet light, too. It's unbelievable. Especially in my case. You're riding high now! Joker, let's go! Phantasmal phantoms, huh? How apropos. I've gotten used to this. The actual Shibuya Underground might be scarier for me now. What do you mean? We're all strong together. I wonder how big it really is. Mona and Oracle are backing us up where it counts. Something about the emotional state of the general public? It's a tricky question. This isn't fiction! I envy your nerves. With all our experience, it's only natural. We all do our part. I look forward to the sharp eyes and deduction of a detective. You're right. Not me necessarily, but everyone else looks cool. I feel like some coffee. Maybe this is Joker's influence. I don't try to figure those out. I just enjoy the twists myself. I'm a little worried that the name may be preceding us. Sometimes it even overshadows the general news. Bikes do have their charm. You have several high school lives after all. Detective, thief, there are many ways to live. It's best to have some stimulation, though. When it comes to uncovering secrets, we have the ultimate ally. If there's anything unclear, feel free